Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. My basic structure wise, most of the things are ready. Oh, I missed this one. This one also. The Balaji and Vishnu also joining. This normal. So, like previously, we added all this normal detail in within substance. So now, if I want to generate some like dirt or anything based on this thing, I have to create a anchor point and then generate it. So let's see. I want to create something. This part I want to create something in normal. So I'll create a paint layer. I'll go to hard surface. I have all these surfaces. Let's see. Let's create something. This one. Click this. I'm going to paint only and only normal, no other things on this particular layer. Only normal, rest everything switch off. Click this, drag drop here. Now you can see this thing on this layer. Undo, it's like really big and corners are blurry. That means I need to make it full hard. It's right now soft. I can create this thing on this surface directly. And rotation, I feel I need to rotate this angle to 90 degree. Due to some strange reason, I cannot see the preview, but it should be visible for you. So now I have added this normal information on this layer. So you can see it generates nice normal, but it's not aligned with the texture or the detail or the corner edge wear weathering. So I have to create those detail for this surface. So how to do it? So I create this thing, generated this in normal map. Now right click, add a anchor point. Last option, add a anchor point. You added this, you can name whatever you want. This anchor point, it's layer on, it's worked for me. Now top of this, like this is like basic like whenever you create a normal map or height map, and then you create a normal anchor point, so that substance can read that layer as a normal information and use a generator to generate details. So let's see, I'll use the empty layer, empty layer. So here I can see everything is part of this, but it's not working properly. So I want all this like edge wire corner, you can see this nice edge where I want to generate this thing. It's part of, I believe, mm, if I switch off, It's part of this old brass. So what I'll open the layer and check from where it's getting all this corner edge wear. I believe this is the dirt. So now I'll go back to my new layer, create a new layer, and this is I want to generate all this dirt. So for this layer, I need to have color, no height, roughness, metal, no normal, no emissive. So metal is, I have to define metal is no non-metallic because it's I'm going to use this as a dirt. So I'm creating those dirt, all these crevices, all this cavities are they're going to like whenever it's weathering or old, so it will like have some dirt there. So I need to generate that. And the color of the dirt, we'll pick this color, make it a little darker. Now roughness, make it like kind of matte and switch it on. Now right click, add a mask, right click, add a generator. Under generator, I'll use dirt and it will generate dirt everywhere. You can see throughout the mesh, it will generate dirt. But I don't want it to apply everywhere. I want it to work on only this section. So what I'll do is I'll right click, add a paint selection. I can use mesh fill. Oh, sorry, X. So I am removing this dirt from all other parts. You see, or I can simply drag it. So everything is covered except this front part. Yes, now everything is covered. Now you see, Alt click on this. Only and only this part is like getting affected by this layer. But you can see it's not reading my normal information. So what I have to do is now go to dirt. Now I'll go to dirt and scroll down. There's something called micro details. So open this tab, and what I use to create that thing, I can use normal, I can use height, right? So I used normal this time. So I'll switch on normal. Nothing happened yet. Then scroll down. Now you can see there's a normal option, but there is no map, nothing assigned to it. So click on micro normal. This is micro normal. Click on this and go to anchor point and select your anchor point. Still nothing happened because it's affecting my normal map only. So I have to select the reference layer as my normal. So the moment I select it, you can see instantly it reads my normal shape and it will generate all the detail based on that. And go back to my layer. And now if you zoom in, you can see clearly all the depth, dirt, and everything is generated based on this surface. And it's generating everywhere. That is something I don't want. I want it to affect this area only. So I'll modify my dirt setting, amount of dirt, reduce it. It's affecting this area only and little bit here. Now I can see most of the part is visible, but this dirt is there, but it's really light. So I'll increase it slightly. Contrast I can increase, and it's affecting only this section. So this was my dirt, but now if it's a metallic part and there is a shape, so there will be corners will be little scratched or little weathered, and paint peel off and all this thing will happen. So I need to add that corner shiny corners, edges, those things. So for that also I need to create one more layer. One more layer. I want color, no normal, no emissive. Metal I want, roughness I want, no height. So roughness going to be pretty shiny, metal going to be full metal, and this color I can make it like white. Right click, add any black mask, white mask, doesn't matter. Right click, add a generator, metal edge wear. Click on this. So it will read the metal edge and generate this. But this is again, same thing is happening. You can see, right click, uh, copy this paint, paste. So now it's affecting only and only. So no need to create the mask again. You can copy paste also. So I copied this paint because in this paint I have deselected rest of the part. Like I removed it, so I can copy paste it here. So it should affect only this section. Now, like I say, it's reading all the basic shape and everything, but not that shape. So how to do it? Go to metal edgeware, switch on micro details, normal, nothing happens. Normal, anchor point, select the anchor point, still nothing happens. Go and select normal. See, read that information, click on this layer. Now you can see this section have edgeware. So anchor points are really powerful if you use it properly, use it wisely. Like you can create all the surface information, details, dents, your shapes and everything within Substance, and using a anchor point, you can generate all those detail. But one thing, make sure do not try to combine multiple parts together and generate at once. Try to keep it separate so that you can control it easily and generate the desired result. You can see I got all this corner shiny and this base also super shiny. So what I'll do, I don't want all this thing to affect that much. So I'll just simply reduce it. Yeah, this is fine. It was too much. It was too much. So I reduced it. So reduce those things, and suppose you don't want this layer to affect all these corners, because all these corners already have weathering. So what you can do is right click, add one more paint. It's like you are creating a layer stack for mask. Like in Photoshop, you can create a one layer and you can mask it, but there is no like you cannot have multiple editable layers for mask. For layers you can have it. So here you have option for mask also. So for the mask, I'm using all this layering and going to paint all this thing. Now, to remove this, press X, make it black and paint black. You get rid of all those things. So whenever you're using paintbrush, try to generate everything with the help of a uh, what do you call it, generator, and then remove it. For masking it out, use paint. Do not try to paint manually until unless it's really required to get your desired result. And here I feel it's like way too strong and way too white. See, it's too much, and it's creating an outline kind of thing that doesn't look very natural and nice. So alt click on this, you can see it creates an outline. So naturally, like physical in our like real life, whenever any object or anything is weathered, it like it never weathered in a like a uniform way. You can see uniformly everywhere same amount of weathering, same amount of edge wear, everything's like it creates outline, but in like, naturally it doesn't happen like that. So what I have to do is, top of this I have to add a fill. I'm going to add a fill and then a cloud or some cloud, and multiply this to create some variation. Now you can see little dark, little light, so I can balance. You see, I can make it really dark, really light. Contrast I can increase, decrease. So you can see now it's not even, it's uneven. I can create this and make it uneven. Now there's a dark space spot, there is a light spot, and still there is an outline. If I want to break that, what I can do, right click, add a filter, and under filter you can see I have so many filters. You should always check this thing, what this thing does. And there's something called wrap, last option. Click on this, it will make the outline like break the outline basically. Intensity can keep it really low, not that strong, so that it generates a uneven surface. I can see it's an uneven surface. So similarly, for this surface also I can use create an anchor point. Let's see where it is. This one. So right click, add an anchor point. And for this, I believe I have used what? Oh, normal. For this also I have used normal. I can use like okay. Normal to we should see have seen you how you create this. So let's use this part. Let's use height. Yes, this one. So now I have created this height here. Right click, add a anchor point. This is layer 3. Just remember the name. Now, top of this, I can create another layer, fill layer. Metal is not required. Roughness, color, and height. I'll keep roughness. So I'll make it little rough, matte, and color will be the same golden color but little dark. I'll use this dark brownish color. I added this, and now right click. I will add a generator. Oh, sorry, my bad. Right click, add a mask, then add a generator, then add dirt. So you can see it's generating dirt everywhere. I don't want it. I want it to affect only this section. Again, same process, add a paint, select this, or I can just simply delete, what I can do is, let's paint X, make sure it's black, remove it from everywhere. Okay. Removed. Alt click on this so you can see it's affecting only this section, only and only this section. Now you can see it's generating dirt, but it's not aligned with this surface design. So what I'll do is, now go to dirt, same process, micro details, like same thing for height and normal. If if you have used a height, choose height, or if you use a normal, choose normal. And then same thing, go to, if you like for this anchor point, if you have used height, select the anchor point in height or in normal. Layer 3 and changes to normal. Normal, if you use normal map, or if you have used, if you used height map. So I can see, was it a normal? Oh, it's a height. Oh, my mistake. It was a height. That's why it's not working. So go here, change it to, sorry, uh, remove this, go to height, anchor point, layer 3, choose height. But nothing happens because my normal is height is not activated. Wait, switch it off. Oh, sorry. Where is my generator? Huh. Normal, switch it off, switch on your height. So you can see instantly it generates that detail based on the height map. But your height map is covering the entire area. So you have to mask it out and remove those sections. See, it's applied everywhere because it's a tileable map. So it's reading the tileable map only. Or one more thing I can do while applying this thing, delete this from main layer and apply this on your mask. Anchor point mask 3. Go to dirt, delete and reselect it. So it should affect only and only that section. But you can see there is no option. So what I have to do is I have to undo it. Anchor point here only. It should work perfectly. Height. So it will generate this thing, and rest of the part I have to mask it out with the help of this. So let's take UV, remove it, remove it. Oh, I cannot remove the entire thing. Go to polygon, oh sorry, polygon fill. Now remove it from wherever you don't want. Or you can go to UV mode, F3, and see it becomes really easy selecting in UV mode. Select everything and get rid of all those unwanted surface. Now F2 again, go to 3D view. Like I say, this part become clean. And now I want to clean this area. Press F3 again, go to UV mode and see where is the other part. Here. Deselect, deselect all unwanted parts. So basically you have to control all the mask to generate good quality texture. The better you control and better, the more you can create like multiple masks and channels and create everything, you'll get a better result. Done. F2 again. Now I got this design detail. but it's like way too much. Now I can go to my dirt and control everything. This part also I have to deselect. I can keep the base dark. What I can do is reduce the overall opacity of the layer. So it will separate the base and the height. You see, the base become little matte and dark, and the height have become a little like sparkly, like shiny, and uh, without any like this thing information of dirt. So this part also have to remove. Paint. So it's clean and everything is fine. Like this, you can generate all kind of detail you want to add to the surface, any kind of design pattern. Because right now I'm planning to add this bronze texture, so I'm planning to add some amount of design as in not floral design, something geometric design and all. So it will look nice. So if I want, I can use the same pattern other areas as well, just to get the correct appearance. See, it's everywhere. So only thing I have to do is I'll select this layer, go to my selection, polygon, and wherever I want to apply this, like maybe this surface. So I'll press X, make sure it's white. White means fill. Mm, Go to F3 and check where you were painting. It should be a street surface. Somewhere I have painted accidentally, I can see clearly. X, deselect. This one. X, full white, and select this one. And I believe this one also. F2, so you can see clearly front and side. I can do this, and because this like anchor point and everything is already set, I just have to go to anchor point, and you can see if I get rid of this thing, I can do it very easily and quickly. I just have to remove this thing from the mask. Again, go back to your F3 mask, make it full black. Oh, X, make it white, and connect this thing. Remove this and create this thing. But like this doesn't look very nice, so I just undo it. It looks very bad. Looks very bad. Like this will generate all the details one by one, and wherever we have the emissive, let's see where the emissive. emissive. Name it emissive so that you can check that. And let's go to paint and add those missed areas. So it's blurry, you see. So what I have to do is I have to make sure the brush is super hard. It's saving until it's bigger in size. Use the size, shift and drag. Or I should have switched on symmetry. So how to use anchor points, I believe it's clear. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll explain it again then. So like after like adding all details and everything, working on everything, make sure check your model in their color, diffuse everything separately. Like press C. This is my emissive mask. Now this is my base color. So I can see my base color. There's a huge variation. The shadow thing is there, so it cannot be there. This is something we need to control because this is not PV. This is not PV. Yes, it's generating dirt based on the ambient occlusion, but it can be slightly dark, but it's too much difference. So I have to go and check from where, which layer this thing is generated. This one, old brass, not this one, this one. So this one I have to, or this oxidization I have to control. It's too much. So what I have to do is overall I'll reduce the intensity. So these things we need to keep in mind because we are doing PBR texturing, physically based texturing. So in physical objects, it doesn't generate dirt or anything based on the ambient occlusion. It can ambient occlusion, like it helps where two parts are connected. Yes, you can generate dirt with the help of ambient occlusion, but make sure check everything in your base color, then press C again, height, roughness. Make sure check everything in roughness. I can see this is super shiny black, this is matte, this is glossy and non-glossy combined. So all those things I can check everything nicely, all the parts, and I can see it can use little bit more scratches or some little amount of dirt, like at least wherever it's connecting those area. So those things, it's like kind of gray wherever it's connecting point. So what I'll do is overall I'll create a fill layer, switch off only, keep only mask this thing roughness, and make it kind of matte, not this much, this much. Right click, add a black mask, then add a generator and I'll add a dirt. So it will make those section little lighter in color, you can see, but it's too much. So I'll just go to my generator and control my generator. That separation should be there. You can see that separation should be there. But this glass part should be completely glossy. Add a paint. Oh, X. So remove it from the glass. So like this, we'll check everything. And now we have this, you can see like everything is visible, little less shadow glossy there. All the white part are less glossy, all the dark black part are like really shiny and glossy. Now press C one more time. This is a metallic. So now you can see most of the part is super metallic. Super metallic. There are those gray, those areas are basically paint and paint chip off. All those brass are fully 100% white because they are full metal, and those grayish dark part basically you have a paint and reduce how to where to reduce it. So that is something we can control. I feel that it should be more black because the paint is technically not like metal. So I'll go here. I can see where. Okay, from this one it's generating. It's fine. So this dirt and yeah, these two dirt. If I switch off, technically this is like more closer to the actual physical property, but I can see they make it little less glossy. It looks much better. Dirt, metal is full metal. No, it's not full metal. Roughness, I can make it glossy. So metal I'm reducing on this surface. Okay, let's keep it little metal metallic. For this also, roughness, make it bit shiny. Metallic, make it non-metallic. See. Yeah, diffuse looks fine. Now you can see the variations. Roughness looks fine. Metal, I can see clear separation. Full metal, no, non-metal parts. But only thing I can see, these parts are super white. Yeah, this one. It's if I switch it off, it become more plasticky, and switch it on, it become more metallic. Okay, look wise, it looks kind of fine.